But I think the one that has shown a remarkable move despite fairly expensive valuations is Symphony, probably because of the growth that they managed to show each and every quarter. Their stated guidance is 25 to 30%, probably 25%. It's been what, 3 or 4 quarters that they've beat that almost convincingly. Nrupesh Shah, ED of Symphony, joins us from Ahmedabad to speak about the quarter. More importantly, the calendar year ahead. Good having you, Mr. Shah. Thanks so much for joining in. Now, you know, I look at your numbers, and while I'm not surprised that you managed to do that, the jump in margins is a very pleasant surprise. 400 bips, I believe, YOY. What would you attribute this to?
Couple of reasons. Number one, upgradation of existing models, new models, consistent strategizing to move to high value products, and ultimately better economy of scale, because in the first half we have registered about 31% quantity jump and about 35% sales jump. So even economy of scale has also helped.
So are you saying that there has been no impact or no contribution to margins because of lower plastic or lower crude prices? One would believe that maybe those also help a little bit in your EBITDA front.
Yeah, you are right. So marginally it has helped, but in first 6 months, at least in 3-4 months, that was a negligible impact. In last 2 months, there was positive impact on account of low oil price.
Mr. Shah, but would you look to pass on these benefits to consumers, given your input costs have come down, or will we see your top line actually getting boosted up?
But at the same time, with effect from 1st January, the rate of excise duty has been increased from 10% to 12%. So substantial part of that reduction in input costs has been set off against increase in excise, and hence we are not looking at any reduction, but at the same time we will not be expected to increase the prices on account of excise jump.
Okay, now let's just split up your quarter gone by in terms of sales growth into domestic versus international, as also industrial versus home solution cooling. How have the different segments shaped up, and what is looking strong for calendar year 15?
For first 6 months and for the quarter, residential air cooler in domestic market has performed extremely well. As far as exports are concerned, it has shown a marginal increase, but at the same time we are sitting on substantial orders, and even though for the quarter or for first 6 months vis-a-vis residential air cooler growth is lower, but we expect that to make up in the quarters to come. And coming to industrial air cooler, we have succeeded in executing some of the milestone projects, and we are continuing to build up the sales and marketing team as well as trade network, and that's doing well. But as we have conveyed in the past, it's a long-term bet, and we are consistently building up in all respect in centralized air cooling.
Okay, so in light of the growth that you're mentioning, and I believe you're saying that the second half will have some contribution from exports as well, is there a likelihood of your, in value terms, your sales performance improving from this quarter in terms of percentage growth? And more importantly, can your margins also show an improvement from this 34.4% that you've clocked in the quarter? Can they go up, inch on to 35, maybe 36% in the quarters ahead?
As far as margin percentage is concerned, our endeavor will be to maintain it by and large. That is number one. As far as sales growth is concerned, it's too early to say, because just about 2 weeks of the quarter has passed, and next 2 quarters, that is March quarter and June quarter, will be the season period. So actual sales performance, especially in domestic market, will be linked with how the season behaves. But at the same time, we have geared up ourselves to get based off online trade as well as traditional trade. we are going to come up with couple of new models just to cater the online trade, and we have strategized that.
So, Mr. Shah, leave us with numbers. What do you hope to achieve in the next 2 quarters when it comes to your top and bottom line?
We don't give any guidance for quarter to quarter or year in particular, but as we have maintained, our medium term to long term growth target is top line wise 20-25%, maintaining current profitability. Having said that, in some quarter or some year there may be high growth, in some quarter and year there may be a low growth, but very difficult to give a quarter to quarter or yearly forecast.
Just wondering, there are a couple of brokerage notes. One of them I think is saying that your profit growth or your profit number for the year could be around the 140 crore mark. Is that achievable looking at what you've done in first half?
Happy to know their estimate.
Okay, is that achievable though?
It's possible, but we can't give a clear-cut guidance.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Shah, good having you. Congratulations on a good quarter and thanks so much for joining in and all the best for the second half of the year.
Thank you.
That's Symphony, of course. Their reporting quarter is July to June. So this was the second quarter for them. They've done reasonably well. Not giving a guidance, but they've shown a 400 bips jump in EBITDA margins. And they don't attribute it to commodity costs. It's all because of increased sales volumes, which will probably stay on course for the next two. So looks okay for this one, Symphony Limited. By the way, some news bits on BEML. That Symphony, of course, is up, and we'll talk about that too. But BEML too, company is saying that the company is pursuing more business in the defense sector, and I think a couple of other bits that came in. Yes, they've launched the metro car for Delhi Metro's RS9 project as well. So railway as well as defense orders from BEML. And that's the other stock that's done well. Actually, a couple of these names. So Fortis is one. A good commentary from the management. That stock is up 7%. Symphony. And then BEML, it's up 2% as well. Both of these stocks on the charts, Mitesh. How do you look at them? Symphony, of course, is slightly illiquid, but do the charts look good?
BEML is something, which I have talked about, targets of around 1000. So I think the stock is heading towards that. Still remains a hold. I think, in case you can get it on declines to about 910, 915. Excellent buy from a short-term perspective and keep a stop below 880 over here. I think 1000 is a target which the stock might do in some time, and that could be about 1 to 2 weeks. Symphony is something which I have not tracked regularly, but I think, if you look at the price history, it's doing a range of about 2150, 60 to roughly about 1780, 1800. I think, if it starts closing about 2160 and the price is right there right now, and we get a breakout with some kind of good volume action, then I think the stock might head towards 2350, 2400 in the short term, which could be about 5 to 8 sessions.
Well, it's the first time since December 1st that Reliance also is above its 20 DMA. So watch out for this stock move as well.